I don't know about you, but I've cut the cord. Our family cut the cord on cable TV on Cox Cable. We did this about, I think it was in November. And it was a little rocky at first. We're experimenting with all the different live streaming options. So, we've experimented with YouTube TV and Direct TV, and we got some of these a la carte packages because, we've been using Netflix and Amazon Prime and a lot of those other services as well. But to get the local news, to get sports, to get the Padres has never been really easy. We're kind of working through some of these rough patches. Well, I have YouTube TV, and I got that because I was able to get CBS Sports Network, which allowed me to watch the Aztec games. But now all the Aztec games are on it's on the big boy CBS. So I'm no longer watching it on streaming. And I'm getting prepared for Padres season. And I know that there's a lot of controversy about what's going on with Bally Sports, which is, if you're on Cox Cable, that's channel 56. That's the station where we watch the Padres. And Bally Sports, which took over from Fox Sports West, they're about to go bankrupt. And there's been a lot of question over, are we going to be able to watch the Padres? But if you were on cable TV, it was generally no big deal. You just turn on channel 56. But if you were streaming, there was a lot of questions and unknowns. And it seems like this happens every year as you get into the off season and approaching opening day. But right now it's particularly worse. But there has actually just been some really good news that was just released earlier today. And Diamond Sports Group, which is the organization that owns Bally Sports, which is going through all these financial crises, and they have to pay the Padres for the rights to broadcast them. Well, apparently they said publicly they're going to be making that payment and thus be eligible to broadcast the Padre game. So according to Padres Chief Executive Officer Eric Grupner, and he was on 97.3 The Fan this morning, and he said the team has been assured payment that would arrive before the grace period expires later today. Great news. Great news if you're a Padre fan, because a lot of us were wondering, are we going to be able to see the games? Some of us were thinking we'd have to watch the games on MLB TV, but then on MLB TV, they black out the local games. It's just so confusing. But we've been spoiled. We've been able to watch every one of the games all the time. Where, remember back in the day, God, when I was a kid, you'd be lucky to get 1 or 2 games a month. Now we get darn near every game. But that was really at risk. That was at jeopardy there. But now things have settled. So what we're doing is we subscribe to the Direct TV stream package, and that gives us access to, all the major networks and a lot of sports channels and news channels. And one of them is Bally Sports. So as part of that Direct TV streaming package, I think we're paying $89 a month, and it goes up to $99 a month after 3 months. And so far, so good. We've been watching some spring training games there. I'm wondering if we're going to be able to access that a la carte. I'm kind of hoping that Major League Baseball eventually does take over all the broadcasting rights for baseball, so then I can just buy the MLB package. Because when you buy the Direct TV stream, you got to buy, it's like cable TV. You got to buy like 100 channels or more, when I really only want to cherry pick like 3 or 4 of them. So, but the good news is we're going to be able to catch the games on Bally Sports. So again, if you want to know more about sports related stuff, if you want to follow San Diego sports, I strongly encourage you to watch my podcast or listen to my podcast with Lee Hacksaw Hamilton, the legendary sports talk radio host, the former play-by-play man of the San Diego Chargers, Seattle Seahawks, Arizona State Sun Devils, one of the all-time great sportscasters, Lee Hacksaw Hamilton. We do that every Thursday at 3, live streaming it right here from the John Riley Project Studios. And then we also do that most Mondays also at 3. So check it out. Hacksaw is back on the air after all those years on 690 and 1090. Okay, let's move on down